Hello my friends and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. Today I've decided to take one for the team and I'm going to attempt to clean my B-sides and Rarities canvas or cotton zipper pouch from the Traveller's Notebook Company. It lives here in my blue Traveller's notebook, and as I've discussed in a previous video, I'm a bit unhappy how it's looking because it's the blue dye from the leather has actually rubbed off onto the orange cover, and I don't think it really looks very nice anymore. I bought a new one, a mustard coloured one for a different journal, and I've actually Scotchgarded that, so it'll be interesting to see how that one progresses. Now I've just taken out all the things that I keep inside, and I'm just reading here. It says colour may transfer if wet or by rubbing. So I'm pretty nervous at this point, but I feel I've got nothing to lose. So what I'm using here today is a white microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to do a test patch here on that spine bit, and I'm using 100% isopropyl alcohol, and so I've just put a little bit on the white cloth and I'm just rubbing very gently, and I'm just checking to make sure that there's no orange dye coming off from the canvas here. So I'm not really seeing any results at that point, and then I start to see that there is some transfer of the blue leather dye onto the cloth. So that's very exciting and encouraging. So yeah, I think, right, okay, let's get a little bit more adventurous. Now, for the interests of transparency, I have actually included the entire process here, though I have fast forwarded it, no, that's not right, sped it up, sped up a lot of the process, but it's all here, so you can see just how long that it took me to clean my cover, and also the different stages, I guess. The other thing I'm a little concerned about is that the alcohol might fade the fabric color, or it might leave like patches. But I decide, look, what I've done so far I'm quite pleased with, and now I'm gonna go in big. So I might leave you here with some music, but I do leave some tips and some before and after photos and things at the end, but we'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, we'll just have some fast upbeat music. At this point I decide I'm all in. I'm going to spray direct on the cover and just hope for the best. So I just spray it on, leave it briefly, and then start getting in there and working it into the fabric. Anyway, I'll see you at the halfway point. Okay, so I've now done exactly half of the cover and I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking. I'm just concerned about how it's going to dry and if it's going to leave any sort of patchy marks on it while it's drying. So you can see on the cloth that there's a lot of the blue dye that's come off, but so far no orange, which is really, really reassuring. The other thing I've sort of discovered during the process is that there kind of seems to be some sort of residue that comes off, and I don't know whether that might be like the waxy coating or something else that's picked up from my journal, but it kind of has these little sticky balls, but they can just be wiped off. So we'll leave it there to dry and then come back and see how that's gone, and before attempting the second half. So yeah, you can see there all the blue dye. So yeah, I go away and do a whole lot of other things and make myself a cup of coffee. I'll be back on the other side. So I actually ended up leaving it for about an hour and a half to dry, because I just had a whole bunch of other things to do, and I think that was okay. I'm really happy with how it's dried up. I can't actually see any staining or discoloration or fading in the fabric. So I decided to push ahead and continue cleaning with the other side, and you can see there, particularly along that fold line, there's quite a grubby mark. So yeah, we'll have some more music and keep cleaning. Oh, and here you can sort of see that kind of black sticky like little balls of things that is sort of coming off the cover. Yeah, so I don't know if that's the wax coating or just some other sort of sticky residue that I've picked up, but I just keep sort of rubbing at it and cleaning it, and it kind of balls up, and then you can brush it away or pick it off. And yeah, so I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem to be causing any problems, shall we say. So let's keep going. So I've cleaned the entire thing, so I'm just getting rid of any of that other kind of sticky stuff on it and brushing it off. You can see it's still quite wet from the isopropyl alcohol, but yeah, overall I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. And yeah, you can see on the cloth here just how much blue dye came off, but no orange. So really I can't tell you how relieved I am about that. Yep, so I'm just showing, I just decant it into this smaller bottle. It's an old hand sanitizer bottle, and it just makes it a bit easier to work with, though the fumes are a bit full on, so just be careful. So it's now completely dry again, and I've done the both sides, and yeah, so you can see it's not perfect, but it is in much better state than it was. I've decided to go ahead now and Scotchgard this cover as well, now that I'm happy with its state of cleanliness. And yeah, I get a little bit heavy-handed here, I feel. I think it might be better to do a couple of light coats rather than one really thick wet coat, but I just was, yeah. I just wanted to get it over and done with at this point. Yeah. So we'll come back and have a look after the Scotchgarding layer is dry. So here it is. I think it's still a little bit damp, but it's pretty dry, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I've leave some tips at the end of the video, and you can pause it and have a read of it. But any questions, just drop a comment and let me know, and I'm happy to share what I learnt. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.